I'm in Peoria, Illinois with Ben Tiger from Roof Tiger and Solar Panther. And we are gonna do an office tour for you today. We're gonna not only show you the digs, which are sick, but we're also gonna talk about the little things that makes their company a little bit better and what you can learn for your roofing, solar, or gutter company, because now you guys have Gutter Lion, right?
That's right.
Check out these badass wraps. All right, let's check out this office.
Welcome. This was a former rundown, imagine a 1980s office space. It had like the dividers and a bunch of different rooms. And so we just opened up the space. I literally tore down the walls and then we rebuilt it from ground up. So we own this building. It's been a beautiful thing for us. First thing you notice is this 6x6 painting that I had done from an artist up in Chicago, and kind of just sets the vibe, sets the tone. We're a family-owned business. And so this is me as a kid. This is my dad and his parents, my mom and her parents, and those are my brother and my sister right up there. So
It tells the story.
Tells the story. Family owned, family operated, and most of my good friends work for me as well. So it's a beautiful thing.
And talk to me about the kitchen.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys remodeled this whole thing.
Everything, yeah. So start to finish, this is my design. I basically, every color and every pattern you see in here, I created. I like interior design. I love looking at Pinterest. Most guys probably don't say that, but I like creating vibes.
So you got this, you got the black paint, you got the green,
Yes.
like plants.
Yes.
You got the leather vibe.
Yes.
And it just has a little bit higher end look than your average roofing company.
Yeah, so what people see when they come to pay their bill or when they come to consult with somebody, we've had sales appointments in here in our sales office, it just sets the tone that we're a professional company that means business. So
Let's see what's in their fridge. Come on, take a look.
Not much.
All right, so what do we have here?
Mayonnaise.
We got, Dukes, I've never had that. Is it good?
Yeah, that's from like a party from a long time ago. We're not big drinkers, but yeah. It's a little bit spotty.
Gatorade Zero?
Yeah.
Solid choice.
Yeah.
All right.
So.
Ooh, this is pretty.
Yeah, so this is, we did a picture of our staff back in 2021. This is how big our staff was. And so these are the main people that built it.
It looks like a high-end realtor photo.
Yes. I think I got the inspiration from like Ocean's 11 vibes.
I dig it. Who wants the talk?
I mean, we all love to talk. Yeah, so my name's Nick Kripe. I'm CFO and quasi-COO as of the beginning of 2024. So I got kind of multiple roles here. Been with the company since it started as an advisor and accountant. So I've been around for 5 years now, and we keep getting better every day.
What's a challenge that you guys are going through that you feel like you're making headway on?
There's a couple. First and foremost, I think the solar industry has some headwinds that we're fighting through right now. We think we do solar better than anybody else in our competition. We stand by a very professional organization. I know there's some interesting characters in the solar industry. The other thing would be getting into gutters. So we started Gutter Lion not too long ago. So gutter covers is an area that I think we're tackling very strongly. There's, I think, a lot of a need in the market for gutter covers in this area. So we're essentially trying to tackle that market right now.
Mm-hmm. What are you working on today, man? Let's look at what this guy's got going on here.
Hey, how's it going? My name's Nate Deal. I kind of work on a lot of the back end things here at Roof Tiger Solar Panther. Right now, we have a client that reached out to us that wants to set up a solar appointment for next week. So I'm starting to build a proposal for him, trying to maximize his roof space as much as possible and get him, set up for potentially the best system, that we can build.
What's your take on putting solar panels on an old roof?
I would probably defer to Adam on that, but typically we're going to try to get new roofs for these customers. We want to make sure that they have the longevity underneath those solar panels, so they don't have to worry about any type of quality issues in the future. You don't want to have to detach and reset any type of the panels, for that customer, for putting on, a roof that maybe only has 5 years left.
Adam, what's something you're working on with the sales team?
Actually, kind of going through what Nate said here is the roof I'm working on right now is a detach reset. So customer got hit with hail damage on this roof. The solar company that they used, they've had solar for 7 years, so before Solar Panther was around. The company they use is no longer in business, so they are contracting us to remove the solar panels, re-roof the roof, and then put the solar panels back on, and then we will take over the ongoing warranty of that system since the company they initially went with is no longer around, which is a very common story. That's the second one this week, and it's only Wednesday. So
do you think that's because of solar greed?
Very possible. They were unable to locate the initial company that did it. So
What do you like about this type of report from Roofer?
it comes quick. It's very accurate, and compared to the competition, it seems to be among the less expensive too.
By the way, you need some art, dog. Adam's
Got a
got
line painting coming.
a nude wall here.
I've made plenty of suggestions, typically like Chicago Bears logos and stuff, but it doesn't seem to fly in this office. So
Well, you need a plant to get by Ben's all-seeing
Aesthetic.
eye
it's
here.
just where they throw their leftover stuff. I'm stuck here in the corner with some extra whiteboard.
You got books
I
from
have all the pens for some reason.
Alexander Graham Bell back there.
So I've had this issue with somebody on my team where they kind of like, they're talking about their decor, and I'm like, where's the extreme ownership? You have to own your space. You could find a place for this.
So owning my space, right?
Yeah.
I can't wait for you to come back next year and I'll see how owned this looks. Now that I have full authority to own the space.
Start with the plant. He'll accept everything else as long as you start with the plant.
So tennis rackets, these are my college rackets I used. I put them up because I no longer play tennis. But yeah, just a little reminder. These are my two daughters right here when they're very young. Little basketball hoop that I created and designed. This is our sales office / meeting office where we do meetings with multiple people. Whiteboard. This whiteboard has a particular story because I bought this as the first whiteboard for the company when it was an infant. It was just an idea in my head. So I bought this from a Catholic church or a Catholic school in 2020 for like $40. Very heavy. I carried it down the basement into my parents' basement by myself and then drew out the map for what Roof Tiger would look like. So kind of as a memento, but obviously we still use it every day. So
What is
I sponsored a hockey team a couple years ago. This is the hockey jersey that they wear in Peoria.
And then we got the custom branded
The goal target, yeah.
goal target thing, which
Yeah.
I think is pretty sick.
Yeah.
I think about internal branding.
Yeah.
Internally branding different things that we're trying to do, so it feels visual and you can keep momentum, things
Yeah.
like that. So
I think that's important. Visualization and keying on certain things is important.
all right, let's check out this next
do it.
space. Actually, you know what, dude? I did notice that this is a nice shower for an office.
It was. Yeah, we built, this was not actually a shower before we moved in. It was just a small half bath. And I thought, I'm gonna be coming in here sometimes after a workout or something to take a shower. So built out a shower, had my guys do it.
Well, what's this white stuff on the towel?
It's paint.
Go ahead and zoom in on that.
But yeah, mid-century modern is my favorite design aesthetic. So I go by that. This is a garage, pseudo sales office. Yeah,
This
dude.
is sick.
I think this is like an 8-foot vinyl sticker we put
Where'd you
underneath.
get this?
Same people who wrap the vehicles. Shout out to Fast Signs in East Peoria. They put this on underneath. This is a garage coated floor.
Can I ask how much this was to get done?
I think the whole floor was around 5,000 total with everything.
And then this sticker piece was part of that?
800 maybe.
There's a lot of ways to just get more of your space branded. Look at these
Yes.
doors too. Is this Fast Signs? Or is this?
Yep, same company, Fast Signs.
Once again, wrapping doors with
Yeah.
patterns, just making the whole space feel higher end and just
Yes.
a little bit more vibey. Like, what
Yeah.
would you say? Why do you think it matters for your team to have a space that's branded?
People want to be proud for where they work and reminded of where they work. And I think that's just, I'm a little bit nutty when it comes to design. I like things to feel cohesive all throughout every part of the organization. So whether it's a building we own, shirts we wear, anything we do, I want to implement the brand inside of it.
Let's pop a shot.
You
All
wanna
right,
do a little
so do
pop
we
a
put
shot?
on the timer? Or?
Count it down 30 seconds. Ready, set, go. You have to just manually count, Tim. 14,
10,
15, 16,
11, 12.
ah,
What'd you get?
16.
Fuck. All right, let's check out the podcast room.
So this is where I shoot podcasts. This is my office space as well.
This setup with like super easy to connect to.
Yes.
I just did a video call in here and it was just all the cameras immediately and easily connected to my Google Meet. That's slick.
Design board back here, it's the Blackmagic design, and the Rodecaster for audio connects to the microphones. So all you have to do is use a USB-C cable, connect it to your computer, and then bam, you have access to the computers and the audio.
So it's branded, it's high end. You get the blue background with the black and the Solar Panther. Dude, everything, this is the coolest podcast studio I think I've ever seen in my
Yeah,
life.
thank you, man. I wanted to bring something. So originally when we designed the studio, John and I were talking back and forth, and there was an idea maybe to have like a less expensive, cheaper type studio with more black features and just kind of really simple. But I wanted something super high end because the city of Peoria is really kind of it's like a has-been city. in my opinion. Like the better days, some people say, are behind it. So I wanted to bring something super high end that local people could come and feel like they're in a different studio place. So high end vibes for a city that needs a little encouragement.
And talk to me about what you shoot in this studio, because something I've noticed that you do really, really, really well is by finding people that are influential and just people that are out and about in the community, having them on the show, obviously getting onto their social feeds, but also just like helping their business. Like, so you're talking to entrepreneurs and people that, like you had a police officer on, people that are out in the community, and you're making them feel special in this space, helping them tell their story. What is the strategy behind all that?
So I look for generation tools that are no cost most of the time. So obviously there's advertisement where you can pay for, but by building a brand and by building things that people want to come on to, if I do 100 episodes in a couple of years, those people, if they're at a dinner party and someone brings up, I need a roof replacement, the immediate thought is going to be, I did a podcast with Ben Tiger, he owns Roof Tiger. Ipso facto, they're going to suggest Roof Tiger as the company. So it's a branding tool as well as a marketing tool, and also just for my personal networking that I get to know people, which is really cool because the city of Peoria is really small. So getting to know people that are movers and shakers has been fun for me too. Immaculate
strategy there. You just see a lot of roofers sometimes accidentally fall into that hole of trying to be just famous with other roofers.
Yeah, nobody cares. Roofing companies don't suggest other roofing companies for business, but a police officer or a teacher or a designer would. Yeah.
Because I think of identity and belief as like some of the most important levers. If we can help somebody level up or feel like their life is more meaningful or something like that. If you're having them in here, they're experiencing this higher end vibe and energy. And changing the way they feel about themselves a little bit, that could essentially reverberate out into the community in a positive way.
Yeah, when you go to a hotel, for instance, like a nice 4-star hotel somewhere, and you check in and you get to your room and it smells a certain way and there's different amenities and stuff, you feel like your vacation gets better, right? In the same way that my office space is set up like this, I can easily podcast. If I bring somebody in this space, their first reaction is always the same. Wow, this is incredible. That sets the tone for the conversation, as opposed to just like a garage band podcast studio that's less money, right?
How do you feel about yourself in this office? Like, what does it do for you personally?
I have a hard time being proud of myself, and I'm proud of myself for what we've built. And this is kind of the cornerstone of what I've built. This is like all the memories you see on the wall and the pictures. This is an encapsulation of what we built at Roof Tiger, so I'm very proud of it.
Obviously at Roof Tiger, you guys have a service first approach. So we're about to go tarp a roof and help them, whether or not they buy a roof from
That's
you.
right, yep.
We're gonna go take that adventure and tarp that roof now. Go watch the video if you haven't checked it out. And I appreciate you being a client.
Thanks, Timmy.
And a homie.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Yeah, appreciate you, sir.